we're about to go into the final word. So this is where everybody gonna get their final thoughts, speak on everything that we just came across. First, we're gonna go with you. What's your final word?
My final word on this is, at the end of the day, Juneteenth represents, I do believe it's something that should be commemorated because it is a pivotal moment in African American lives. So I do believe it should be recognized. I do agree with AJ and Jay Smooth that July 4th is really not our holiday. It's nothing that we have to commemorate because at that time we were going through our own struggles. But with that being said, like how our conversation went, I think we should, sooner or later, we're going to have to hold our leaders and people of influence accountable to push these legislations to make these changes. Just like we were talking about, Juneteenth that's great, but nobody lobbied for that. Nobody asked for that. And that doesn't improve our lives in any way. It's a celebration. It's not legislation for protection. It's not legislation to help us. I think that's what we should be focusing our efforts.
Okay. All right, Josh, we're gonna bring it over to you.
There's a picture of Kamala Harris out there. Matter of fact, they banned me on Facebook for 48 hours because I said something about it. There's a picture of her at a table with 20 other white women.
I saw that.
Did you see that picture, AJ?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, that table was not meant for 20 white women to sit at. Okay, that's first of all. But those are the people that got this Juneteenth garbage passed.
Wait a minute. What do you mean that it was not meant for them to sit at the table?
The table that they're sitting at, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me, I'd have to double check it. It's a table where the Black Caucus is supposed to sit to make major decisions. So when Obama did it, there was like, he had at least seven or eight Black people at the table. Okay? Kamala don't have no Black people at the table. And there's no men. They're all white women, 20 white women sitting at the table. AJ, am I lying?
Yeah, it was I thought that was supposed to be like the senators or something, they was white senators, women senators.
They're the people that push this decision. That right there should tell any Black person everything you need to know about this decision, right, about where we're going, about how they feel about you.
Right.
A picture said, what's that saying? A picture says 1,000 words. That's the picture.
Then she had like Black slaves off in the corners, like holding their hands together.
Yeah. Yeah. You and Jay Smooth, y'all haven't seen that picture?
Seen that picture.
Yeah, pull it up, bro.
Wait a minute, what do you mean the Black slaves in the corner holding hands?
It was, well, I must say, I said slaves being funny.
Yeah,
that's not funny.
The people that were serving
like
the dinner.
The servers.
The staff was all Black.
Of course.
Yeah.
But everybody making the decisions is white women sitting at the table. So at the end of the day, I want Black people to wake up and understand that you're in a war. You're in a war. Quit all the twerking. Well, no, wait a minute. Keep twerking. But hey, I'm a fan of twerking. Now, who am I to turn down a woman twerking? So put down all the bullshit, all the garbage that we got with each other, and we have to realize we're in a real fight, a fight for freedom, a fight for our kids, and a fight for our future. We have got to realize that. If we don't understand that, we'll go another 400 or 500 years being the same way. So Juneteenth, I'm going to continue to celebrate Juneteenth as I've always have, and I didn't need the government's permission to do it. But I'm not going to turn it into a Pride Day. French toaster Pride Day. French toaster. Well, can I say French toast? Can I say that?
You can say
I know.
that's a food.
I mean,
You
it's
can
too
say
late now. The whole story getting, we gonna get banned anyway. Like, nah, you gonna wait to the end to say French toast?
So
we in so much.
So
damn
there we
trouble.
go. That's my final thought to that. There you go.
All right, AJ, it's all on you. Bring it home.
Well, I mess with Juneteenth too. Like, it didn't have to turn into a holiday, a national holiday. Once I found out about it, like once my eyes got open to it, that's what it is for me. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is for me. It's sad to me that we had to wait that long after we were supposedly already free. You know what I mean? But I mess with that. I mess with it heavy. So at the end of the day, I just think Black people, and I wanted to go back to what Yul was saying about symbolism. You know, I think we so sensitive. Black people is just really so sensitive, and if we stop being so sensitive, they won't be able to give us token things because they think they are calming our sensitivity. You know what I mean? So, like you said, nobody petitioned for Juneteenth. They went out. They made Asians the safest people in the world, in the U.S., and they kept us vulnerable to getting murdered, to getting racially profiled. They kept us vulnerable to death. But they made these Asians the safest people. So, but because we so sensitive, and you can tell us anything and give us anything to calm us down for a minute, like the whole George Floyd thing. Oh, okay, so my man going to jail now. That should quiet them down for a minute, but what about everybody else? Like, what about everybody else that walked free? And the people after that's gonna walk free, because we don't have nothing in place. We got Juneteenth. You know what I mean? So we should be quiet for a minute. But we so worried about, like you said, Uncle Ben on the box. So they're gonna take him off. That's gonna quiet us for a minute because they took somebody who might have represented slavery or something, or a Black butler. They took him away, so that should quiet us for a minute. Or Ancient Mama, or the master bedroom. Hey, I always wanted the big master bedroom. I never thought that had anything to do with the white man, but Black people do, because they so sensitive to everything that you say and everything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm with Juneteenth. Do I think that they should have made it a national holiday? I appreciate the day off. When I found out I was off on Friday, I was ecstatic about it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I was already messing with it before they made it a holiday. So I just think Black people just need to stop being so sensitive and start fighting for the stuff that really matters. Like, start fighting for the things that really matter and stop making these little petty things so out there so they can stop giving us things to quiet us, because we so petty. You know what I mean? We won't need to be compensated with pettiness if we stop being so damn petty.
Well spoken. I agree.
I like it. I like it. That was, and y'all came with some hard points. Y'all came with some hard points. I guess it's time for me to close it out. So
hold on, Jay. Let me put my wallet up for you close, because you close, I'll be ready to put money on the cash app, dog. Let me put my shit up.
You want my cash app? we pass the collection plate.
Right.
Oh man, go ahead, bro.
I don't think we speak about being woke. We speak about the injustices, and we go out, we protest, and we look at these leaders, and some of us support them. We go to church and we give them our money. We look at Black Lives Matter as if it's a major organization and they're actually working in our benefit. But it's furthest from the truth. And when people say, oh yeah, I'm woke, but what are you really woke to? You say you're woke to the racisms that's going on in the country, in organizations. You're woke to the glass ceiling that's there. But how woke are you? You may say, oh yeah, I'll go out there and protest, but then you're scared to go to the picket line. You say, yeah, I'll go out there and I want to make a change, but you won't do it in your own neighborhood. But you're woke. But then you want to go out and say, oh, well, now we have Juneteenth. And you want to wear the Juneteenth shirt, but not knowing that you didn't even know about Juneteenth until just this year when they made it a federal holiday. So now you're just finding out about it. So now all of a sudden, hey, it's a big thing and we're going to celebrate. But not knowing why Juneteenth was even put in place, not knowing the historical value behind Juneteenth, not even realizing that Juneteenth was actually 3 days. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you that it took information that went across the South 3 days for people to even find out that they were free. Took 3 days for that information to travel, for them slaves to learn that they were free and they can leave because their masters didn't want to tell them. That's the historical nature of Juneteenth. But would they tell you that in high school? No. Would they tell you that in elementary school? No. Would they tell you that in Black History Month? No. So we have Black History Month. We got Juneteenth, but is Juneteenth really celebrated for us? Because it sits right dead smack in the middle of Pride Month. So we got we have the Alphabet Communities Month, the Queer Month, you know, the Drag Queen Month, all that other stuff that they come with month. And now they want to try to take Juneteenth for Black people. They got all the other communities. They got the Mexicans, they got the whites, they got the Hispanics, they got all of them in their little alphabet community, but you want the one holiday that Black people can actually stand for. We got a month, but it's the shortest damn month in the year. And we got a day that's actually in the summertime. We can actually go out and celebrate because damn, God knows we ain't trying to do nothing to celebrate in February. Not up north anyway. The most we can celebrate is inside of a museum.
Mm-hmm.
But we go down here and we got Juneteenth to celebrate, and it's smack dab in front of a queer month. So now we got to celebrate our day to celebrate Black people with those that can't even fly straight, pun intended. So my take on this is that we need to stay woke and vigilant. We need to turn Pride Month to an African American historical month to celebrate the heritage of Black people. Not just February. We need June too. We need June too. We don't need, you know, I'm not gonna say it. We don't need the queer folk taking over every damn thing that Black people have taken and established. If we've been celebrating this day, then we need to celebrate it for the Black people. Not celebrate it because, oh, the government gave it to us. And as for July 4th, we really need to wake up to that and push that to the side altogether. Matter of fact, how about stray away from Christmas and go with Hanukkah or some other shit like that? Why are we taking on such trivial religious and white man made holidays and making it ours? Thanksgiving. We ain't gonna talk about the massacre that created. Oh yeah, we celebrate the massacre of Indians. We ain't gonna talk about Christmas. That's a religious holiday, but that was taken from the damn pagans because they were giving gifts to each other before the Christians even thought about the shit. But yeah, we celebrate them holidays for what? And not even knowing the historical nature. The problem is, yes, we want to say that we're woke to the modern day, but we're not going to say that we're woke to the historical natures of everything that we've been through. But we can talk about the slavery, but we can't talk about the real things that actually matter for us to even decide on our own future. We're not going to get out there and lobby, but we're going to go protest. We're going to show them the Bible. We're going to turn the other cheek. We're going to follow Martin Luther King, but not Malcolm X. How does that make sense?
You don't.
That's my final word. We need to be more woke to the historical nature as well as where we're trying to go in the future. Where are we going? Because at the pace we're going, if they're not killing us, we're killing ourselves. We're our own self-destruction. Fuck crabs in a barrel. We're our own self-destruction. We're walking time bombs just waiting to explode. Well, that's it for Skip the Formalities. I am your host, John J. We got Yule, we got AJ, and we got Josh. This was the panel. This was the discussion. You got comments, you got thoughts? Leave it in the comments.